On behalf of Mr. Johnson, who's approaching, say your name for the record.
Thomas Johnson. All right, I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading guilty to 2 misdemeanor offenses. First being domestic violence, first offense, a 93-day offense, that's count 2. And then count 3, domestic violence aggravated, the 1-year offense. Count 3, upon the successful plea of those charges, count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's correct, our account is an added.
All right, right.
Sorry about that, Your Honor.
May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name, please.
Thomas M. Johnson. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to 2 misdemeanors. Is that correct?
Yes.
First being the stated count 2 of domestic violence. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days, $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that? Yes. Second charge is the offense of domestic violence, aggravated domestic violence, I should say. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that? Yes. All right. You also understand, sir, that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Freshour in the 14A4 District Court. Okay. You understand that? Still wish to plead guilty to these charges? Yes. To the charge of domestic violence, first offense, how do you plead? What's that? To the charge of domestic violence, first offense as stated in count 2, how do you plead? Guilty. To the charge of aggravated domestic violence, the added count 3, how do you plead? Guilty. Now you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind. You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct? Any question regarding any of those rights? You'll see a copy on the podium. Look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights, which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form. Yes. You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right? Yes. Are you on probation or parole? Probation. Were you on probation at the time of this offense? All right, I do have to advise you that your entry of a plea in this case could be a violation of that probation. You understand that? Yes. And if it is considered a violation, the court on those other cases could sentence you to the maximum allowable under those other charges. You understand that? Yes. Understanding that, do you still wish to plead guilty to these charges? Yes. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead? No. Has anybody threatened you or coerced you in any way? No. You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will? Yes. And because you believe that you are indeed guilty of these offenses? Yes. December 3rd, 2025, at the location of 584 Garnet Circle, Northfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. What did you do to a Miss Ortiz that makes you think that you're guilty?
Pushed her back in the house.
Pardon?
We were arguing and I pushed her back in the house and she went to the hospital after that I left.
You were arguing.
Yes.
And then what did you do?
Pushed her back in the house because my mom called, so the cops ran next street over and they didn't want
You
cops.
pushed her back into the house.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Pushing her back in the house. I put my hands on her.
Okay, I understand that. And by you doing that, did she get injured?
I guess so, yes. I guess she has some scratches on her.
Or were you pushing her?
Yes.
And when you pushed her, did she like fall, hitting? I mean, what happened?
I think she tripped.
What?
I think she fell or she tripped.
Okay. But a forced trip, right? By your pushing. And from that fall, the other thing, she was injured.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Your actions were intentional?
Yeah. Pushed her back in the house. I pushed her back in the house, yes. I pushed her back in the house intentionally, yes.
Why are you having a problem pleading to this?
I'm not, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you are. Did you want to voir dire him?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may. Mr. Johnson, you, Crystal, the complaining witness in this case, intentionally, correct?
Yes.
From the push, she was thrown to the ground, and that push was intentional.
Yes.
And she went to the hospital and had injuries from the push.
Yes.
Okay. Are we looking at these in 2 separate things? Because was there anything that occurred beforehand that placed her with fear prior to you pushing her into the house?
I'll say I know of.
You got a free approach.
Yes. I get it. So at one point was the push in the door that pushes her down, right?
Yes.
At that point, the contact between the two of you stopped. Is that correct?
Yes,
And then at some point, she goes off, correct me if I'm wrong, she goes off to another part of the house.
to,
bedroom.
it's my bedroom, yeah,
Pardon?
it's my bedroom, yes,
And then at some point, you went into that bedroom.
yeah.
And what did you do to her when you went into the bedroom?
I kind of remember. I mean, I remember going there and giving my son a kiss. I placed my hands on her, but without consent, but
But what?
I mean, I didn't meant to.
Did you punch her when you were in the bedroom?
Yes,
Did you, or are you just telling me yes because you don't want me to?
I did.
What?
I did.
So after the push down, she retreats to the bedroom. It's kind of over for a minute. You end up, however, going into the bedroom. And then in a second instance, you punch her.
Yes,
And you did that intentionally.
Yes.
And without her permission. Is that correct? And then after that, there actually is something else that then occurs. But then that's when she went to the hospital, right? So there are two occasions that something happens. Then she goes to the hospital where she received the injuries, had injuries, and she had to go to the hospital,
yes,
right?
yes,
Sir, if I accept your plea, between the time I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit any misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be able to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
yes.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
Defense isn't, Your Honor.
And has the court complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's pleas of guilty to counts 2 and 3. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A for probation. Sentencing in this matter will be January 15, 2026, 9:30 before Judge Freshour. Bond will continue. Thank you. Our cause case, People versus Donovan Smith.
While my client's being brought out, may we approach very briefly?
Yes.
The kind considerate judge. Good afternoon, I'm Rob Jekyll on behalf of Donovan Smith. Donovan, state your name.
Donovan Tayshawn Smith.
My understanding is that he's waiving his right to a preliminary examination.
Judge, I've had a chance to talk with this young man. We discussed this with the prosecutor. It wasn't a deal necessarily because you make the final call. But if the court would consider reducing his $50,000 to 10%, my client would be willing to waive up to circuit court. He understands they will be on a GPS tether. That being said, is that true?
Yes.
Okay, and you have the right to have an exam, you have the right to have an attorney. They got to find probable cause. If you have it, we're waiving it. I need your signature, like we discussed.
They can't add the.
Well, there may be new charges coming, but,
My balance the same, 10%.
well, we don't know that, but there's no new charges filed now. That's all I'm saying. That's a separate issue if a new charge is filed. But as of right now, nothing's been filed.
In terms of the tether, was that home confinement or tracking?
Tracking, Your Honor.
Send to have a tracking.
Yes, thank you.
Judge, for the record, my client has signed the waiver of exam. And again, Judge, we've been told that there may be new charges being filed, but after speaking with Mr. Emmons, we understand that as of right now, there are no new charges actually filed with this young man. Is that correct, Mr. Emmons?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
All right. Young man, you understand all of that?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're agreeable to that?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that by waiving your preliminary examination, you will not have a hearing where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged happened and that they occurred and that you committed them. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
People also waive their right. Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on both counts, count 1 and 2.
Judge, we waive the reading of the information. Waive its reading, my client will stand mute.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea as to both counts. Pretrial in this matter will be set
January 6th at 1:30 before Judge Conkey.
January 6, 2026, 1:30 before Judge Conkey.
Judge, in the bond's been reduced.
The bond in this case will be reduced to a $50,000. I think that's what it was. $50,000 granted 10% privilege on the bond. Defendant must be placed on a GPS tether tracking location only prior to release.
You understand? It may take a couple of days. Thank you, Your Honor. We do appreciate your consideration. I'll come and see. Oh, no.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. We're asking for a competency hearing. Should not be too long.
And you have,
I'll stipulate to the curriculum vitae that was given to me about a half hour ago.
well, let me try to understand. This is the,
May we approach?
well,
Be helpful.
in a moment, but the drafter of the report is present.
Yes, sir.
Is this who's in Zoom or?
Yes, it's Ms. Jayasuri.
Got it. All right. You may approach.
Yes, sir.
All right, he's gonna need that. See. All right, we're back on the